And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is September 15th, 2025. I'm your host, St. Nick, and we got a great show for y'all today. Wow, that Sunday slate, baby. I mean, oof, I got to give a little round of applause. I mean, golly, I know we probably say this every week and we've been waiting 8 months for it, but that week, folks, a college Saturday rolling into an NFL Sunday, there's nothing better, folks, I'll tell you. So, week 2 in the NFL Sunday slate wrapped up, and I kind of told y'all, folks, all right? Stop with the Bo Nick, stop with the Broncos, please. They're 0-2, knock it off. So, today we break down all the games. I'll defend myself a little bit because, once again, I got chirped mercilessly. Is that the word I'm looking for? But I was chirped to no end on my week heading into week 2 power rankings. And the week kind of went exactly how we thought the week would go. So we'll break down all the games. What do we see? What are our big takeaways? Are we buying into those teams even though they won? Are we selling these teams that are losing? We've got it all for you today. Also, folks, the NFL, I mean, goddamn, we're not even done in week 2 because there's two Monday night football games tonight. Now, not ideal for the working man. That Chargers game doesn't kick off until 10 p.m. Eastern, which is crazy. I mean, that game's not going to get done until like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy East Coast time. So if you're able to kind of stay up and stay awake for the entire game, that should be a great one because we get to see the number 2 team in the NFL with one of the top quarterbacks in the league, Justin Herbert, go out and play again this week. So we break down those games. We give our picks because I am gushing a little bit here, folks. I'm gushing. So we got our picks for those games. Alrighty, well, enough blabbing. Let's get into it. And, well, maybe not enough blabbing because there are a couple of things I do just want to touch upon before we start breaking down the NFL games from what we saw yesterday. The first one, and look, I'm not the biggest fan. Can I phrase it like that? I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, I'm trying to get on ESPN. I'm trying to get on Fox. I'm trying to get on Barstool. So maybe I should start censoring my words a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of Dan Orlovsky. Is that good to say? So, I mean, especially recently, everything that he's been saying, I have not been the biggest fan of this man. But he does say something truly legit yesterday, and I 100% agree with him. And this is something that we've kind of been touching upon for the last probably year and a half, 2 years, when it's become so apparent that it does seem like these coaches, these offensive coordinators are taking some of the game away from the quarterbacks. Once again, growing up watching football, I would always see Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Big Ben, Aaron Rodgers spend literally like 10, 15 seconds moving people all around, fixing their alignment to match against the defense, to win their matchup against what the defense is showing them right now, moving the running back from the right to the left, maybe kind of bringing in the tight end a little bit, or moving out the tight end a little bit. I feel we don't see that anymore. I mean, we're breaking the huddle, getting to the line with like 8 seconds left. That gives you really no time to really identify what the defense is, what the scheme is, and make your own adjustments. It truly seems like these offensive coordinators, play callers, head coaches, whoever's running the whole offensive show is just like, all right, this is the play, this is what we're doing. Everything, these entire concepts, the entire play concept is there to open up one play, and if it's not there, it's going to make it hard because, you know, all these other routes are contingent on that one route getting open. So there's just a little something funky going on with quarterback play because we have seen it decline. We've seen quarterback play really decline since 2016, 2015. We have not seen this kind of stable level play. Now, the quarterbacks that can play truly, stick out like woo. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jake Browning. Goddamn, he was slinging the ball yesterday. So there are, maybe it's just too big of a gap. Like, we've got these stars, and then there's really nobody in that kind of middle tier of knocking on the door of stardom. And then we've got this kind of bottom tier junk list of quarterbacks that show glimpses, but once again, they just don't put it all there mentally. But back to what Dan Orlovsky was saying is that he says, quote, people don't know how to develop quarterbacks anymore. He says, number one, tempo became king. Just run a lot of plays, not good ones. And the Dolphins run a lot of plays, and 99% of them are not good. RPOs became king. And once again, they did, but we got to stop all this. All these RPOs, when you base your entire offense around it, it does not work. I'm telling y'all. The NFL, these defensive minds, these defensive coordinators, these athletic defensive backs, they don't let things consistently beat them. Things work for a game, a period of games, an entire season, but you always have to fine-tune and keep redeveloping your offense if you want it to keep working. And another thing that I don't think these kind of head coaches, and really I'm kind of talking to Mike McDaniel here, but all these kind of quick screens, all that, it doesn't work in the long run, and they're still trying to get it done here. Number 3, they look to the sideline for coaches to call good plays so the quarterback doesn't learn how to be a problem solver. Once again, I was just kind of telling you that before the play, nobody's moving anything around. They're all like, all righty, I don't think this play is going to work because of the coverage, but we got to run it. All right, here we go. Let's see. And then it's a negative play. And then number 4, promote athlete over accuracy. And that is a little bit right. Caleb Williams, his big claim to fame was his athleticism, was him being compared to Patrick Mahomes. Now, the accuracy isn't all there, as we've been seeing these last 2 weeks. As I told y'all, do not bet on the Bears. This is not a good team. Caleb Williams is not who y'all think he is. He's Kyler Murray. Once again, great. Oh my goodness. So much. Folks, goddamn. Kyler Murray's athleticism is still insane. We're going to show you a play today when we get to that game and breaking it down where, goddamn, he's running around scrambling in the pocket. He picks up like 30 yards and then the next play throws an interception because he's fucking stupid. It's just how it is. These new quarterbacks, it doesn't all click. It doesn't, and it's driving me crazy. So, potential quarterback issues we are going to be running into because it's all about the offense. It's all about the offensive coordinator, the play caller getting all the praise, and not the quarterback. There's something going on here, folks. So we'll try to keep pointing it out, keep trying to dissect it as the season goes on and as these years go on. But, who's the next big, great quarterback? I know it was supposed to be C.J. Stroud, and he's still looking good, and I still think he's kind of, towards the cream of the crop. Jaden Daniels, everybody was quick to make him the next big thing. He's kind of, a step back, like I told y'all, these first 2 weeks. So we'll keep track of these quarterbacks, folks. But there's something not right, and we may run into an issue where if we don't get great quarterback play, folks, the NFL is ruined. The product is ruined. If there's no good quarterbacks, this is not a good product. Alrighty, next up, this is crazy. This broke yesterday before any games kind of started to be played, but the Ravens planned to take Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round before the Browns got him. But Shedeur Sanders said that he didn't want to be a Raven because he didn't want to be a backup to Lamar Jackson. Are you out of your mind? Dude, you're in the 5th round. You're a backup. You're a backup. Like, are you... Let's understand situational awareness, all right? You're in the 5th round now. I don't give a fuck what team drafts you. You're going to be the backup. Even the team that drafted you, you're the backup because they spent an earlier pick on another quarterback. We're in the 5th round here, Shedeur. And this is so short-sighted because literally every backup to Lamar Jackson gets praised, do they not? Was everybody not slurping Tyler Huntley? And, when he was kind of having his run when Lamar Jackson was out, was everybody not saying Tyler Huntley deserves a chance in the NFL, a starting chance? I mean, that's one of the most short-sighted things I've ever heard from Shedeur Sanders. And once again, I mean, they were making this point, and I'll parrot this point because it is a great point. It's like, you want to go to a great organization. A great organization will be able to develop you a little bit and then showcase your skills so they can get trade value out of you. So now you're actually getting traded to somebody that wants you. And now you're actually kind of good because this team is good and they've developed you. Not like this shit organization with the Browns that can't even tell a good quarterback from a running back, honestly. And now here we are where you're not even getting any practice. Like, you're not even practicing. All these reports are coming out. It's like he's still talking with the water boys every day. So... that was crazy. I don't even know what to make of that. That's Shedeur Sanders. I don't know if he knows what's best for him, which is unfortunate. And this is another story. Here we go. And once again, this isn't new, but this is why I make such a stink on players getting paid. This is why every player should be digging in their heels during contract negotiations, because this is one of the biggest abominations in all of sports. Not just football or NFL or the Falcons or no. This is the biggest abomination in sports history. Everybody's got to talk about Kirk Cousins whenever you can connect the dots to make a Kirk Cousins post once again. Just speaks into what we say. Kirk Cousins, the fourth highest paid player in NFL history. Kirk Cousins is the fourth highest paid player in NFL history. Are you listening? This is a fact here, folks. Kirk Cousins, yes, Kirk Cousins that has done nothing significant in this league besides say, you like that? When he came back from a win. You like that? That's his biggest accomplishment. And he's the fourth highest paid player in NFL history. Is he the fourth best player in NFL history? Oh, well, we know that's not true. Is he the fourth best quarterback in NFL history? No, I mean, we know that's not true. But yeah, here he is sitting as fourth highest paid player. So this is why we need to always stand with the player and support the players that are going after more money. And I'm sure there was some under the table money as well. All right? Steve Ballmer. I'm sure this wasn't all the money Kirk Cousins got. So, shout out to the players. Micah Parsons, I stand with you, baby. All right? You did the right thing. All right, and speaking of the man of the hour, the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer, the billionaire that just got duped. Oops, they duped me. I got to get that on my soundboard. I apologize. I should have it ready. I downloaded the sound. Now I just got to, let me play it. It's so funny, dude. I mean, this sound right here is hilarious. It's just hilarious. Let me get it right here. Here we go.
They conned me.
I got to get this on the soundboard.
Look, they conned me.
You're one of the richest men in America.
They conned me.
That 5-second clip, he says they conned me 3 times while the host of this whole PR stunt on ESPN goes on to say, you're one of the richest men in the entire country.
Me.
You're one of the richest men in America.
They conned me.
I mean, you can't get a better 5-second soundbite than that, folks. I'll tell you. They conned me. You're one of the richest men in America. Oh, folks, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. But back to this. And it's just so funny. If you haven't gotten the chance, folks, if you're not on Twitter, first of all, get on Twitter. And second of all, this whole Pablo Torre just keeps on evolving. Mark Cuban is trying so hard to run interference to kind of make it seem like, no, Steve Ballmer actually did get duped. Billionaires helping billionaires. It's such a tired game, folks. Nobody can take accountability. We don't got to go through that spiel again, but y'all know how I feel about it. But Mark Cuban said on the podcast, listen to this. They had a sit down. This was like a week and a half ago. Mark Cuban, Pablo Torre sit down together.
So why is that?
And Mark Cuban has this to say.
So let's dig in on that. So why is that?
Because if Steve knew, and the minute he found out that this was falling apart and these guys were a scam, he'd say, let me invest some more money so you can pay off Kawhi so this whole thing goes away and there's no evidence of it any longer, and let's just erase all this from the books. You don't leave this outstanding debt out there.
So Mark Cuban goes on to say that he'd be inclined to believe Steve Ballmer is guilty had he made additional payments to Aspiration, the company, once they were in financial turmoil in order to make sure that the debt to Kawhi Leonard doesn't go unpaid. So that's what he said last week. And then what just came out about 2 days ago? Pablo Torre showing, hey, the co-owner of the Clippers made a $1.99 million investment into this now bankrupt company. So doing exactly what Mark Cuban said. Well, I would think he's guilty if, they were going bankrupt and then they still were investing money. Then I would believe he's guilty. Well, Pablo Torre just told us that 2 days ago. And Mark Cuban once again went to Twitter and typed out this long thing of saying, no, they actually just got duped. He actually just got duped. So it's all just hilarious. Mark Cuban, I mean, one of the biggest frauds in the game. I know he comes out as, such a smart businessman and all that, but he's just a crook just like the rest of them, folks. They're all kind of, they're all doing these illegal things while they all turn the other way and also try to defend each other. It's also tiresome. Mark Cuban, you keep doing your thing because you look like the biggest clown out there, but it's all right. You're on Shark Tank. You win. All right, and then the final thing, and then we're jumping in the games, folks. Here we go. Draymond Green comes out of nowhere with this quote, and hey, I got it. All right, Draymond, I don't need your help, and I actually don't want your help because now you're turning it too much the other way. All right? Draymond Green out of nowhere has this quote, says, quote, just because he's a damn good quarterback doesn't make you the guy. In Josh Allen, in terms of Josh Allen. Draymond Green doesn't like Josh Allen. He's not the guy. So, that's great. More motivation for the Bills because they need so much more. And now there's a thing in just the universe, folks. You know how there's always the yin, the yang. Everything balances each other all out. Like hate always gets balanced out with like those miracles like we just saw in Baltimore. Because the hate was so much on Josh Allen from a lot of me. The universe had to level it all out by giving him the win week 1 against the Ravens. So now, Draymond Green, I don't need any more of this hate. So now Josh Allen gets more of the miracles, okay? I don't need you in this fight. I love you, Draymond, all right? Stick to basketball. I got the Josh Allen hate, all right? It's not that I hate him. I just reined it in to a respectable, even level compared to the rest of the league. So, Draymond, shh. You're helping him out too much. Knock it off, okay? Shh. Alrighty, I just had to touch upon those subjects before we dove into NFL Week 2. So now let's dive into NFL Week 2, baby. We started on Thursday Night Football. We already broke it down, but we'll recap it real quick. Packers get the win 27-18, and the Packers are looking like one of the big dogs in the entire league. Or actually, let me digress. Let me take a step back. First of all, I want to do two things. before we dive into all the games, once again, I apologize. I jumped ahead. We had our 5 bets for the week here, folks, and we did pretty good. Our number one gush was Rams -5.5, and they took care of business in the second half. It was a little close. I mean, this Titans team is good, but everybody's forgetting about this Rams defense. Colin Cowherd had the Titans +5.5 as his best bet, number one, on his kind of herd hierarchy. I'm better. I don't know. It's just, I'm a professional, folks, okay? I just want to put that out there. I digress. So Rams -5.5, that's a big old bank. We had the Steelers -3, and I mean, goddamn, Aaron Rodgers can still ball. We're going to get to that. But, I mean, the game all fell apart where the kick returner touched the ball and then pretended like he didn't. And then the Seahawks recover the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, that's where the game went awry, and that's where we lose our bet, Steelers -3. But up until that point, Steelers had momentum, only down 3. So that's my defense on that game. Cardinals -6.5 is one of the biggest Vegas choke jobs I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, this Panthers team did nothing the entire game, and then magically in like the last 5 minutes were able to put up like 15 points. It's just all so tiresome. Backdoor covers are garbage. The Cardinals -6.5. I mean, that should have hit, folks. If you watch the game, I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll go through it. That's an abomination. Colts +1.5. That's a bingo. Even though it took the leverage call, re-kick again, they still got the dub. Shout out to the Colts. Daniel Jones is better than Bo Nix, which we've always known. Y'all keep gushing over Bo Nix. I will not. And then we had the Niners -3. Yes, no Brock Purdy, but it was still Kyle Shanahan versus Spencer Rattler. Okay, folks. We still took it and we hit it. So we ended up officially going 3 of 2, and really should have been 4-1 because that Cardinals game, once again, folks, I mean, that is the most Vegas you could ever get. So our picks, our gushes were on point all week long for the most part. And then I also just want to quickly defend my power rankings because once again, I got bullied all over on Instagram and on Twitter. Everybody was coming at me. But once again, my rankings are looking pretty good heading into week 3, right? I had the Broncos at number 25. They're 0-2. What's your excuse now? Bo Nix, he's okay. But he's not anything great. You're not winning a Super Bowl with Bo Nix, unfortunately. I had the Seahawks at 27. They probably got to get moved up a little bit. I'll give them a little credit. The Bears at 28. They're 0-2. Caleb Williams cannot play. Once again, where are y'all at? Where are y'all at now? Huh? We know this. I had the Giants at 24. I think that's respectable. They showed something, but I don't know if we believe in it. We had the Cardinals at 21. They won, but once again, just nothing good about this team. I had the Lions at 20. All right, we had one bad game. We had one good game. What's the true team? We'll find out. They might get moved up a little bit this week. Cowboys at 19. I mean, you can't watch that game and tell me that Cowboys team is good. I mean, both those teams are not good. Giants and Cowboys are both not good. I mean, we can't take anything away from that game. The Jets at 17. We probably got to drop them back a little bit. I don't know what the hell that showing was. That was atrocious. We had the Jags at 16, and they probably should have beaten the Bengals. The Colts at 15. They're 2-0. Bink, bink, bink. Falcons at 14. They probably get moved up a little bit. Steelers at 12. They probably got to get moved back a tad. Washington at 11. Get moved back a tad. Minnesota at 10. Probably got to drop a little bit. J.J. McCarthy. Meh. Rams at 5. They get the dub. Chargers at 2. Y'all will see tonight. Bills at 6. I mean, Chiefs at 8. They probably got to get dropped a little bit. So overall, my power rankings, folks, there's nothing too crazily outrageous with them, so settle down. All right, now let's get into the games from yesterday, shall we, folks? Packers get the dub on Thursday Night Football to start it, 27-18. Packers are the real deal. All righty, now, here we go. First one up, let's start here at Browns and Ravens. And just once again, I mean, this Ravens team, very good. I took them in my Survivor League. Bink, we move on. 20% took the Cowboys in my Survivor pool, too. So I was really hoping they would beef it, but Giants beefed worse. But I digress. So Ravens get the win 41-17 in this game. I mean, the Browns weren't showing anything all game long. I mean, this game was really over from the jump, to be honest. But once again, I mean, this Ravens team, we're not going to take too much away from this game because it is division. But, just took a while to really close this game out. You let the Browns hang around all game long. I mean, we're going into halftime 10-3. Even though the Ravens were dominating field position-wise, moving the ball-wise. Third quarter, I mean, it's 20-10. It's 20-10 at the end of the third quarter. You really don't start getting away till it becomes like 34-10. 34-10 mid-fourth quarter. And that's when the game's put away. And once again, we saw Ravens not able to close out game one against the Bills. Their drives, they're scoring too quick. They're not running time off the clock. We saw all that. And we also, once again, saw it again this game, them not running time off the clock. Another thing in this game, it seemed like they were punishing Derrick Henry. I mean, they just would not run the ball. 11 rushes for 23 yards. Now, granted, his first few rushes didn't do anything. He ran 5 times. I think his first 5 rushes went for like 5 yards. It was really something to witness. It wasn't anything good. And we know this Browns team division, they have, history tackling and know how to tackle Derrick Henry and all that. But it did feel like that the Ravens were a little punishing Derrick Henry for his fumble last game, potentially losing them the game. And that almost costed them this Browns game because we just saw, I mean, they did not put this game away until, really start of the fourth quarter. So, the play calling, the situational awareness around this team, it's why it hasn't been able to find success in the playoffs, and we got to start figuring it out, and figuring it out quick. Because we see Josh Allen and the Bills, and there ain't no slowing down with them. So, Ravens, yes, they get the win, but we're still kind of seeing the same mistakes that we see. So, haven't cleaned up anything. Derrick Henry, the running game, was put on mute. Lamar Jackson, 19 of 29 for 225 yards, 4 passing touchdowns. A true quarterback, folks. Then we go to the Browns, and you got to get rid of Joe Flacco. All right, we tried. We lost 2 games. Now it's time to move on. I mean, these were the games you were supposed to win. I mean, you went down to the wire against the Bengals. That's a winnable game, week 1. No points by the Bengals in the second half, and you still lose the game. All right, we'll give Joe Flacco a little bit of a pass. But then, once again, this was a winnable game. Winnable game. You go into halftime, folks. You go into halftime 10-3. Still a winnable game here by the Browns. And Joe Flacco just once again not able to get it done. And once again, this does not surprise us. That year that he was with the Browns, I mean, he squeaked over the finish line. He squeaked. And then he went to where? The Colts, and he didn't look good. And now he's back with the Browns, and he's still not looking good. You got to move off of him and see what you got. Dylan Gabriel did get into the game, 3 of 3 for 19 yards. He ended up scoring a touchdown. But going from here on out, you got to start either Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. And we know it's not going to be Shedeur Sanders because they hate Shedeur Sanders. So you got to start Dylan Gabriel. Joe Flacco gives you no upside. No longer any upside with Joe Flacco. 55% completion percentage for 199 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Chance to win the game, chance to kind of, seize the opportunity, and he just doesn't do it. Got to move off of him. The rookie running back, Judkins, ended up looking pretty good. Nice rookie showing from the kid. 10 rushes, 61 yards. He ripped off like a 30-yard run. So, all right. Some nice little, what do you call it? Some glass half full for the Browns fans out there. You got a good running back, folks. Well done. Well done. Jerry Jeudy, 8 targets, 4 catches, 51 yards. That was really it. Fannin, 5 catches, 48 yards. David Njoku, 4 catches, 40 yards. I mean, there's not a lot of great weapons on that team. Browns are trash. We know this. I mean, we really don't take anything away from this game, folks. Ravens win 41-17. And that's really that. Alrighty, next game up here. Jags, Bengals, and man, what a good game. Bengals get the win 31-27, but the big unfortunate news, folks, Joe Burrow probably done for the year, folks. Definitely done for the next 3 months. Big turf toe injury. He's going to need surgery on it. And Adam Schefter saying this is going to be a 3-month minimum recovery. So expect a ton of time out for Joe Burrow. Now, potential silver lining, Jake Browning. I mean, God dang, was he slinging this ball around. 21 of 32, 65% completion percentage for 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw 3 interceptions, though. So definitely got to clean some things in. But, you know, he was slinging the ball around, trusting his receivers. And that was positive to see, because usually these backup quarterbacks come in and they're dinking, they're dunking, they're holding the ball too long. We didn't see a lot of that by Jake Browning, but the 3 turnovers, I mean, that is big unacceptable. And, the Bengals really should have lost this game, honestly, because a lot of drops by the Jags. BTJ, I bet on his side, and I know a lot of people are gushing about him in this offseason, but one of his worst games, dropping the ball, kind of cowarding as, he's kind of going over the middle for the ball, which results in a drop. I mean, that tape of BTJ, not good. I'll just say that. So Bengals get the win, 31-27. Burrow's out. Browning's in. The Bengals by Adam Schefter, are still looking for another quarterback to bring in. So still expect Jake Browning to be the starter, but they are still calling a lot of free agents to see what's out there. So we'll see if they land on anybody, anything notable. Chase Brown, 16 rushes for 47 yards. Jamar Chase, 14 catches, goddamn, 165 yards. He had a touchdown. T. Higgins, 3 catches for 56 yards. He had a touchdown as well. And then Tinsley, I mean, woof, they may have found another one here, folks. Another great receiver. I think his name is Mike Tinsley. Let me just give a little respect to this man. Because he was looking good. I know he only had 1 catch and... 1 catch. It did go for a touchdown, but it was a great one. It was great. Let me get his name here. Mitchell Tinsley, folks. Remember the name. Potential big name receiver in the making. So, Bengals passing game, it put up 31 points. It didn't look great all game long. This game was just insane for the most part. Really good game to go back and watch. But yeah, big bad Burrow news there, folks. Big bad Burrow news with him being out. That's not good. Not good at all. Now, on the other hand, for the Jags, they got a little dogged this game. Dogged by the refs in some big-time spots. Dogged by their own receivers for big-time drops. And they lose this close, winnable game. But let's not get bogged down on the loss here with the Jags. Liam Cohen, folks, he is him. This is a bright head coach in the making. And Trevor Lawrence and him, a little short temper. This clip is going around on social media. Seems like Liam Cohen's like, bruv, hit him in the chest. Hit him in the chest when you're throwing in the ball. And you see Trevor Lawrence like, all right, dude, I get it. I got it. Waves him off a little bit. But this is okay. Let's not blow this out of proportion. I mean, everybody was gushing over when Bo Nix was barking back at Sean Payton. Everyone's like, yeah, that's a true quarterback, a true leader right there, barking back at your head coach. And then we've heard from Drew Brees and, other Saints players go out and say, Sean likes that. Sean likes when you kind of bark back at him. So we got a little bit of that here. Let's not blow it out of proportion. Once again, also a lot of drops by the Jags receivers. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence is, blame free. We are going to go in the film this week, starting on Tuesday, and breaking down a lot of the Jags. But there's a lot to love here about this Jacksonville Jaguars team. They're going to be good for the whole season. They're going to be competitive and knocking on the door of a playoff hunt here. So, Trevor Lawrence and company, they put up points. I mean, they're putting up points, and we like that. They're moving the ball. They're in the red zone. Once again, now we just got to start catching the ball. But Trevor Lawrence, 24 of 42, 271 yards, 57% completion percentage. It's not good. It's jarring, but everything else is very, very good. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. We got to clean those up as well. Travis Etienne still doing very good. 14 rushes, 71 yards. Once again, we know they got rid of Tank Bigsby and, kind of their second and third string stepping up. We got Tootin, 8 rushes for 42 yards. We'll take that all day. And then we had Allen, 2 rushes for 13 yards as well. So very, very good. Very, very good here by the running backs. We had Parker Washington was the leading receiver, 5 catches for 76 yards. De'Ami Brown, 5 catches, 57 yards. He had a touchdown. But then we had Brian Thomas Jr., 12 targets, 4 catches, 49 yards. That's where we get the jaw. Ooh, we haven't really seen that by BTJ. So we got to rein that in. Travis Hunter, 6 targets, 2 catches, 22 yards. Wasn't anything crazy out there. And unfortunately, he got a little hosed by the ref here. A brutal play, pass interference on Travis Hunter. And you see this play, you look back at it, and this is perfect defense. A little hand fighting, but this is natural. I mean, this isn't even anything egregious. Staying with them. Last second, gets his head around. You see him looking for the ball, and then he ends up making a play on the ball. Knocks it away. Doesn't run into him. Keeps up pace. This is a great rep by Travis Hunter at the cornerback position. And the ref throws a flag, and this is when the Bengals were down. 1:50 left. The Jags are up 27-24. I mean, they really had the game stolen from them here, folks. Not good. So, we may be able to get great value for the Jags heading into next week. Vegas may be a little down on them, public a little down on them, but this is a complete team. And I know we hear all the time, Ben Johnson and Kevin O'Connell, and even I've shouted out Kevin O'Connell. I still like him a lot. But Liam Cohen is kind of this next guy. And it's really kind of just between, Ben Johnson, who's another offensive mind that just got a head coaching job. Is it really just Ben Johnson? Yeah, I mean, we should be gushing over Cohen more than Ben Johnson, okay, folks? So, I mean, a really unfortunate penalty here, not a penalty. And then here we go. I mean, multiple instances right here. We got side by side of drops in the red zone. I mean, having to settle for field goals. I mean, this is a great ball by Trevor Lawrence, right in the hands. Drop. Here's BTJ on 4th and 5. They end up going for it instead of kicking the field goal. I don't know if I like that call. And it may have been a little short. But it would have been interesting, and he still may have picked up the first down. But you got to catch the ball first. He knew he was going to take a lot of contact here, and he drops the ball. So, we saw the bad completion percentage by Trevor Lawrence, but the stats do not tell the tape of this team and of this game here, folks. This Jags team is good. Very good. Where do I have them in my power rankings currently? We've got them 16. I think they're gonna be moving up, even though in a loss. I think I might move them up even in a loss. So Bengals get the win 31-27. Close game, good game, entertaining game. Refs got in the way a little bit. Joe Burrow, big time injured. But Liam Cohen is becoming a star in this league, and I love to see it. Alrighty, next game up here, Giants, Cowboys. And what the fuck is this game, dude? What is this game? I mean, just insane. Just insane. You take the big shot to Malik Neighbors. You get the touchdown. And then the next drive, you do the same thing because the Cowboys defense is that trash. They let Malik Neighbors just go wild, run down the field, and Russell Wilson was slinging the ball all over the field. Look at this throwing chart. We gushed over Jordan Love's passing chart from this Thursday night game, and now just look at this Russell Wilson. And I know two of these big balls, big shots are going down to Malik Neighbors, but I mean, just look at these other kind of intermediate, these 10, 15, 20, 25-yard balls, multiple down the field shots. Russell Wilson can sling this ball. He's got good accuracy. Brian Daboll, New York Giants. I think we found our new offense here, yes? Finally having success. But what's the funny thing about this passing chart and about this Giants team and putting up all these points, folks? What's our biggest knock on Brian Daboll and this Giants offense in total? Their red zone. I don't even know if they had any red zone scores, to be honest. I think everything came out. All these scores came from deep. They had a field goal from how far out? Were they even in the red zone here? At the 20. Right at the 20-yard line, folks. They were at the 17, 2-yard run. Then they're at the 15, 5-yard penalty. They're out of the red zone. They can't do anything. They have to settle for a field goal. Classic. It's classic. Stall at the red zone, right at the red zone. Next one. Next field goal. Because these first two drives, by the Giants go for field goals. They were able to move the ball early on this Cowboys team. But once again, 1st and 10 at the Cowboys 17, 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys 15, 3rd and 7 from the Cowboys 14, and they have to settle for a field goal. This is one of the worst red zone offensive minds, offensive teams, offensive schemes in the entire league, folks. It's real bad. All right, then they punt. Then they finally get a touchdown. Finally. But were they in the red zone? No. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 29-yard touchdown pass to Malik Neighbors, the deeper ball. That's all this team can do. All righty, next time. Our turnover on downs. What happened here? Oh, turnover on downs in the red zone? Here we go, folks. Take a look at this. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 17. 2nd and 9 from the Cowboys 16. 3rd and 3 from the Dallas 10. Didn't get anything. They go for it. 4th and 3 from the Dallas 10. Pass incomplete to Scatabo. In the red zone, the drive stalls. Next one. Oh, they had to settle for a field goal. Why? Well, because it's, 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 15, 2nd and 5 from the Cowboys 10, 3rd and 5 from the Cowboys 10, 4th and 5 from the Cowboys 10, delay of game. They have to settle for a field goal. So, folks, we do not take anything away from this game. Do not take away that, the Cowboys actually have a good offense. No. Oh, the Giants actually have a good offense. No. Brian Daboll is not a good offensive mind. It's just what it is. The touchdown, finally, late in the fourth quarter, finally able to get it done. Touchdown, but it barely came from the red zone. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 25, Scatabo to the 1, and then 1st and goal from the 1, they punch it in. So that's how they scored their one touchdown in the red zone. It's right on the 1-inch line. Then their other touchdowns are the 32-yard pass, the 48-yard bomb. So it's all nothing to take away from this game, folks. Nothing. I'm not buying Daboll's offense. Russell Wilson, okay, but do not buy this Giants team, and don't buy this Cowboys team. The defense is bad. You give up those 2 big shots. You can't really do anything in overtime. I mean, we punt in overtime. These overtime drives, folks, punt, interception. I mean, they went the entire time. They took the entire overtime period, folks. No urgency in overtime. Everyone's punting. Can't do anything in the clutch. These stats are crazy, obviously. I'm truly telling y'all, do not take anything away from the game. Both these teams are not good. These are not competitors, and I think we fade them. Once again, I don't look at lines until Wednesday, Thursday. We have not completed our week 2 work. We do not look ahead. All right? I'm just like Bill Belichick. I'm on to the film study. I'm not on to the next week. No, I'm on to the films. Don't rush me ahead, okay? But Russell Wilson, 30 of 41 for 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. Scatabo, 11 rushes for 45 yards, 1 touchdown. He looked all right out there. Tyrone Tracy's been letting me down. I was kind of buying into him this offseason. 5 rushes, 15 yards, nothing truly crazy. Malik Neighbors doing Malik Neighbors things. We know he's a true A1 tier 1 receiver in this league. 9 catches for 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wan'Dale Robinson, I told y'all, don't forget about this man. 8 catches for 142 yards. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 61 yards. Then on the Cowboy side, Dak Prescott, 38 of 52 for 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Javonte Williams, folks, and I mean, once again, I don't want to shout myself out or toot my own horn, but Javonte Williams at over 550 rushing. Maybe it's at 500 exact, but either way, 500 rushing yards. He's almost there 2 weeks in, folks. What was that? Javonte Williams, 18 rushes for 97 yards and a touchdown. Why are we sleeping on Javonte Williams? It never made sense to me. CeeDee Lamb, 9 catches for 112 yards. No touchdown, though. The touchdown went to George Pickens and Turpin. George Pickens, 5 catches, 68 yards. Turpin, 4 catches, 47 yards. And shout out to Jake Ferguson, 9 catches for 78 yards, the second leading receiver. But the big MVP for the Cowboys goes to the kicker, Aubrey. 4 field goal attempts, 4 field goals made, and the big old 64-yarder. Was it the 64-yarder to win the game? Was that? No, 46 yards, 64-yard came a little earlier in the game, but a big-time kick nonetheless to win him the game. He goes 4 for 4. You love to see the kickers getting it done. So Cowboys get the win 40-37. Do not take anything away from the game. Don't. And then after the game, they do make a deal. We knew that Jadeveon Clowney was kind of around the Cowboys this week, and after the game, they pulled the trigger. They signed the man. So Cowboys get a dub and get a little bit more help on the edge signing Jadeveon Clowney. Alrighty, let's keep going here through these games. Next one up, Browns at Lions. And folks, Bears at Lions. Lions get the win 52-21, and this Bears team is not good. Caleb Williams is not good. We know this, folks. It was apparent in this game. Caleb Williams, 19 of 30 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 63% completion percentage. He ran for 27 yards, but once again, at the end of the day, it just doesn't click. When you look at Caleb Williams, folks, it's just such a difference. It's a difference. When you look at Justin Herbert and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and I know I'm forgetting one, but Joe Burrow, Jordan Love even. It's just different, folks, from when you're watching Caleb Williams and Kyler Murray and these kind of other tier 2 quarterbacks that have great athleticism, but they just don't put in the work. the mental work, and it's just something about it. And Caleb Williams, I see it when I watch him play. So, Caleb Williams, nothing impressive. Ben Johnson getting a little short on the sideline. DeAndre Swift, he ended up fumbling, but 12 rushes for 63 yards. He had a touchdown. Roma Dunze, they got the ball to the playmaker, so we like to see that. 7 catches for 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, bink. But that was really it, and that's really all they've got. Shout out to DJ Moore. Shout out, but once again, y'all always, he's going into the best situation. They've got DJ Moore. All right. Well, I didn't think so, but DJ Moore, 5 catches, 46 yards. And then Dan Campbell took that comment offensively last week. At the podium, Dan Campbell was kind of, asked, hey, why is this offense a little worse than it was without Ben Johnson and a lot of less movement on the line? Why can't you just go back to the old offense? That was literally one of the questions. Why can't you guys just go back to the old offense from last year? And Dan Campbell did not like that question, and he took it out on the Bears and Caleb Williams. 52 points, just putting it up, running it up, and you gotta love it. Jared Goff looking like last year's Jared Goff, 23 of 28 for 334 yards on 82% completion percentage. Talk about a gush. 5 touchdowns, no picks. Oh, yeah. Scoring early and often throughout the game. Jahmyr Gibbs, great rushing attack, 12 rushes, 94 yards, a touchdown. David Montgomery, the 1-2 punch, 11 rushes, 57 yards. He scored a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't score 1 or 2. The man put up 3, baby. 9 catches, 115 yards. And then Jameson Williams was able to even get 1 himself. 2 catches for 101 yards and a touchdown. So, Lions offense showed itself to be back a little bit. We'll see if they can keep it up or if it was just because they were going against the Bears. So, this was a little bit of a needle mover for the Lions, I will say. But once again, this is why we had the Bears at 28 heading into this week. Caleb Williams is not him. He's not. He's Kyler Murray, and he almost beefed the game yesterday. So the Lions get to win 52-21. All righty, here it is. I know they're in the chat. They can't wait for it. Here we go. Patriots at Dolphins, and I think I'm all out. It's enough. It's enough. Tua. I think I'm out. I'm starting to get out on Tua now. I don't think we should be firing everybody quite yet. Once again, there is still little bit of work here, little wiggle room to be done to be able to still make the playoffs. All right, Bengals, Joe Burrow's out for potentially the season. Spots are potentially opening up. So I don't want to see anybody fired yet, because if you're gonna fire anybody, the season's over. It's done. We saw that last year with the Jets. It's done. But it is getting to the point, and I am getting out of love of Tua, because what the fuck is this? He's done this like 5 times in 2 weeks. I'm not exaggerating. He did it on like the first or second play of the game, and it got called back because there was a penalty. But he literally did it at the start of the game. Just not seeing the linebacker over the middle of the field. This is bad. Multiple times not seeing the linebacker. I'm telling you, I've seen this 5 times in 2 weeks. I don't know if color blindness is a sign of CTE, but I don't know what are we seeing? Now, there were some good throws by Tua, the touchdown to Waddle, some of the over-the-middle shots in the middle of the game to Tyreek Hill were good. We've seen the glimpses of what we wanted to see, but then it came to being clutch, and he's not seeing the linebacker right smack dab in his face in the middle of the field. So it's unfortunate, but I'm getting out. I'm like 90% out on Tua. Thursday could be real. I mean, folks, I won't sugarcoat it. I mean, bet the Bills minus like 29 points. It really could get ugly. Quick, bad, people getting fired after the first quarter bad. So a beef game here by the Dolphins. We were able to kind of figure it out. Mike McDaniel, a little bit more aggressive play calling, and that's really what took our offense, really got us going. But then it came to being clutch, and Tua couldn't do it. Also, we took the lead on a kick return, folks. A kick return. Was this in the fourth quarter? Third quarter. I swear, dude, I want to give credit. Was it right here? I want to give credit to NFL.com, but this is garbage most of the time. Like, they don't even have the kick return touchdown on the scoring drive. Like, what are we talking about? But either way, we go kick return for a touchdown, sets us off. We take the lead, and then the very next kickoff, the Patriots do the same thing, losing once again all our momentum. So we would, take one step forward and then instantly 5 step backs throughout this entire game, and the Patriots hold on to win 33-27. Now, Drake May, he looked okay. I'm not sold on Drake May, Bo Nix, Drake May. I don't think these are, franchise quarterbacks, but we'll see how they, continue to do for the rest of the season. But Drake May does get the win. 19 of 23 for 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, slinging the ball, was clutch, picking up first down after first down. Can I get their stats on third down percentage? We got that somewhere? Doesn't seem so. Once again, I mean, NFL. What are we doing here? Can I get more stats, please? Ramondre Stevenson, 11 rushes, 54 yards. He was also the leading receiver, 5 catches, 88 yards. Stephon Diggs, 4 catches, 32 yards. Once again, a little front-loaded in his action, but wasn't targeting him. Stephon Diggs never really had any big, deep shots and all that. So, once again, the offense by the Patriots, I think it had success because this Dolphins defense is probably worst in the league. And then we go to the Dolphins, too. 26 of 32. I know we had 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know how there's only 1 interception officially on the stat sheet, but I think I saw at least 3. Devon Achane is really the only bright spot on our team. 11 rushes, 30 yards. Tyreek Hill still somehow squawk out 109 yards receiving. I don't know how. Achane was our second leading receiver, 92 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Waddle got a touchdown, and I got to shout out Jalen Waddle. I mean, he gets kind of, he doesn't really get the shine, the glory, the talk about. Obviously, it's all about Tyreek Hill. He's the biggest name, and then Tua was the quarterback, and then Mike McDaniel's the fashion diva model, so he gets talked about. But Jalen Waddle, I mean, great guy, great teammate, puts in the work, great player, but just doesn't get the respect or recognition. Kind of like a little bit of Devontae Smith. Just had a touch or close to a touchdown, got tackled on like the 1-yard line, but the deep ball shot was to Devontae Smith, and he caught it, went up and got it. So shout out Jalen Waddle, shout out Devontae Smith. The number 2s on their team, but can be true number 1s. So he ended up having a touchdown, and then finally we got Nick Westbrook-Akine involved, 2 catches for 18 yards, but we need him more involved. He's our tall 6'4". We see Tua throwing high. I think both these routes by Nick Akine Westbrook were like short crosses. Get this man deep down the field. Let Tua go high point the ball to this man. God dang. So, real ugly loss here by the Dolphins, and now we have to go into Buffalo on Thursday night. I mean, folks, I may not do the show after that. It may get so ugly, I may not be able to show up on Friday, honestly. Now at the game, Mike McDaniel, this is why, stop. Mike McDaniel, I don't even know if his offense is good. I don't think it's good. But I don't know for sure because he's also the head coach, so it gets a little lost in the shuffle a little bit. Is this team not good because the offense, or is this team not good because this man isn't a leader of men, isn't a head coach? Once again, stop. Everybody tries to make it all about themselves. Football is the ultimate team sport. Do your job. Do your job. Stop trying to do your job and everybody else's job. That's why we lose. And that's what these play callers pretending to be head coaches are doing. We get Mike McDaniel, her words right out of this horse's mouth. Says, quote, I need to do a better job supervising all the orchestration within our multiple personnel groups. To win games, you have to win the games, not lose the game. So you get the classic dumb Mike McDaniel quote that everybody's going to be running with. Classic. But he tells us that right there. I need to do a better job supervising all the orchestration. Orchestration. I feel like there should be another syllable in there. I'm not getting it out. Orchestration. 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 I there's got to be another syllable. It can't be orchestration. Orchestration? Orchestration. I feel like I'm missing another syllable. Google Translate. I need to hear it. Orchestration.
Orchestration.
Orchestration. Well, I didn't mean to spend all that time on the word.
Orchestration.
Orchestration.
Orchestration. Orchestration.
Orchestration. I need to do a better job supervising all the orchestration within our multiple personnel groups. Yes! A head coach supervising the entire team. Yes! Yes! Maybe you should focus on that. Yes! So stop the head coaches also being the play callers. It drives me nuts. Do your job. Do you want a head coach or do you want to call plays? You can't have it both ways. I know Andy Reid can because he's Andy Reid. And you're not. So settle down. Bill Belichick wasn't. He was calling defensive plays, a little different. We showed this to just once again not seeing the linebacker in the middle of the field. Disgusting. And then what else here? What else do I got? They ended up flying the Fire Greer, Fire McDaniel banner over Hard Rock Stadium before the game started. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't want anybody fired yet. Let's see what happens Thursday. We start 0-6, 0-7, then maybe we still turn a year around starting 0-6, 0-7, so maybe 0-8, 0-9. Then we start firing. No reason to do it now. No real reason to do it now. All right, here we go. Next game up. Niners and Saints. And look, Mac Jones serviceable. Shout out. Once again, this is why we were still solid on the Niners -3, even though no Brock Purdy, because we knew Kyle Shanahan would make Mac Jones at least serviceable. It wouldn't play any worse than Spencer Rattler, and that's exactly what we got. So, Mac Jones, 26 of 39, 66% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 279 yards, a Kyle Shanahan system. Hopefully the national media doesn't knock Brock Purdy too much. We'll see if Mac Jones can keep it up. He's out there for another potential 2 to 4 weeks, so we'll see. Christian McCaffrey, running game, 13 rushes, 55 yards. He ended up catching a touchdown, 6 catches, 52 yards. Juwan Jennings, leading receiver. That's what we like to see by the quarterback there, getting your playmakers involved. 5 catches, 89 yards and a touchdown. And then Ricky Pearsall, 4 catches for 56 yards as well. And then we had the Saints and Spencer Rattler, and, they took a little time to get on the board. Both these teams really did. We went into halftime, Niners up 16-7. The Saints go and put up another touchdown in the third quarter, a touchdown in the fourth quarter to make it a little interesting. They had a turnover on downs, 4th and 1. Couldn't get it done. Spencer Rattler takes a sack, and that's the game. 26-21, they cover the 3. Spencer Rattler, 25 of 34 for 207 yards. Once again, nothing impressive here by the Saints offense or team. Alvin Kamara, the only player on the team, honestly. 21 rushes, 99 yards. Chris Olave, 6 catches, 54 yards. Okay. Rashid Shaheed, 52 yards. He scored a touchdown. Once again, we wanted Rashid Shaheed touchdown line. They wouldn't give it to us. We wonder why. We know why, but he's the only player that can score on the team. We know. So Niners get the win 26-21. Nothing really to take away from this game. Right before, like the day before, this is why we always knew the Saints were a trash team, not good. Right before, day before the game, they go and trade for Patriots wide receiver Jalen Polk. They're looking for Jalen Polk to help turn this team around. All right. All right. So Saints fall 0-2 now. Who would have thought that? Alrighty, next game up here. Once again, another blowout. Nothing really to take away. Bills, Jets. Bills win 30-10. Josh Allen potentially breaking his nose. Hops right back in the game. Gushing blood everywhere. Hops right back in the game. Once again, the love of Josh Allen grows. The love of Josh. What a warrior. Wow. Which, it's true. It's true. But, Josh... I'll move on, I guess. But Josh Allen, 148 passing yards, 56% completion percentage. Didn't have to. James Cook, give it up for him, folks. Give it up for fucking James Cook. 2 touchdowns, baby. Josh Allen didn't have any. No passing, no rushing. James Cook, an absolute dog. 21 carries for 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. You gotta love it. And then the Saints, woof. Justin Fields came back down to earth a little bit. Damn. 3 of 11. 3 of 11. 27% completion percentage for 27 yards. Then he ends up getting a concussion. So he's done. Tyrod Taylor, 7 of 11 for 56 yards, 1 touchdown. But non-competitive game here by the Jets, which I guess I had a little hope for the offense, but we'll see. Is the Bills defense that good? We'll see. So Bills get the win 30-10. Josh Allen with the big old nose. Josh Allen, good thing he got married. Could you imagine him with this big old nose in his wedding photos? I don't think Haley Steinfeld would have liked that. And then you could see he's gushing. We see this gushing blood everywhere. What a warrior. Shout out Josh Allen. Give him some credit. Alrighty, next game up here, we got Seahawks at Steelers. And the Seahawks get the win 31-17. Look, a lot of people are going to be, a lot this week in the national media, I can already tell, folks, all right? Everyone's going to be, saying, oh, this is, the Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold. Like, look at that. What's his name? J.J. McCarthy's not him. And then they'll show you Sam Darnold putting up 31 points and winning the game. Pump the brakes on Sam Darnold, okay? He still threw 2 picks in this game. All right? Got a little lucky. Now, I'll give Sam Darnold a little credit for making some throws here in this game, okay? But the big momentum shift of the game came with the kick returner beefing the ball. I mean, this is the game, folks. 17-14. 12 minutes left, fourth quarter. This is the game. not the 31-point score that you're seeing, okay? So, Seahawks, they score a field goal, I think, to go up 17-14 to break the tie.
Bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson.
The kick returner let the ball go through his hands. Ball touched his hands.
Oh, bad bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson.
And then it settles down in the end zone. The kick returner just starts running off the field like, okay, nothing happened. Well, that's a touchdown for the Seahawks. Now it's a 10-point game. Game's kind of over at this point, or getting out of reach. 2-possession game, 12 minutes left, fourth quarter. That was the big turnaround in this game. So pump the brakes a little bit on our Sam Darnold narratives. We'll watch him on film, but this is not the game that is going to be billed at in the national media. So just keep that in mind, all right? Sam Darnold, 22 of 33, 295 yards, 66% completion percentage. All that's good. 2 touchdowns, good. But those 2 interceptions, all right? He's got it in him. He's got it in him. Kenneth Walker got it done, 13 rushes for 105 yards, ended up scoring a rushing touchdown. And JSN is him. 8 catches, 103 yards. Cooper Kupp still got stuff left in the tank. 7 catches, 90 yards. And then we go with the Steelers. 18 of 33 for 203 yards, only 54% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions by Aaron Rodgers. Not clean, not good, but still in the game at the end of the day, just like we saw by the Jets. It wasn't the cleanest game, but got it done, score the ball at the end when he needed to. And I really think that's how this game would have ended if the kick returner doesn't beef the kick return. I think the Steelers go on and win this game. Now, Aaron Rodgers still has it. We'll watch the film. Why is it only 55% completion percentage? Because we still got Aaron Rodgers slinging this fucking ball here, folks. Look at this. On the run, rolling out to the right, and slings this ball, dude, absolutely beautifully. Goddamn receiver. I think that's Pat Freiermuth dropping it. But, I mean, this is a sling by Aaron Rodgers. Throws it from the 31. Gets it all the way down to the 15-yard line. God dang, dude. God dang. What is that? Is that a 50-yard sling on the run? Beautiful. And we get this. I mean, this is a better angle. You know, if you want to, you can't even see it from the side, so maybe it wasn't as close as, no, it was. Here it is. Right in the hands. You can't get a more beautiful throw than this, folks. I'm gushing over this throw. I'm gushing. And I think tomorrow I'm going to come at you with my 5 top gush plays. Not completions, because there were some incompletions that I gushed over, like the ball placement. Oh, mama. And this is probably going to be one of them. This is going to be one of them. How do you not come down with this? I don't know. I don't know. So we don't like the 55% completion percentage. There was another throw where he tried to throw it, a little horizontal from the arm, and it did not look good. So age is potentially catching up with him a little bit, but he could still make all the throws. We gotta hone in that consistency a little bit. So that was that game. Steelers lose 31-17, and that whole momentum of the kick return. That was the true sense of the game right there. Alrighty, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left here, folks. 5 games left to keep going. Next one, Rams and Titans, and this was my best bet of the entire week. Rams minus 5.5. Bank. It was a little choppy in this game. First half, it was a little close. Titans were actually winning 13-10, which is like, what? And then the Rams finally got their head out of their ass and put up 23 points in the second half, and they cover the spread. They look good. They look like that Rams team we know. Also, the Rams defense, which nobody's giving them credit for. They held the Titans to 6 points. And look, Cam Ward is good. He is him. He's better than Caleb Williams. He's better than a lot of these other younger quarterbacks out there. And the Rams were able to shut them down in the second half. Give credit to this Rams defense. I don't understand. Why are we dragging our feet on the Rams and why are we dragging our feet on the Chargers? I really do not know. We're all still gushing over the Niners because Mac Jones was serviceable for a game. We're all gushing over the Seahawks because they won off of a botched kick return. Where this Rams team beat the Titans, where everybody was gushing, Dan Orlovsky gushing, Colin Cowherd gushing over the Titans, gushing over Cam Ward. Colin Cowherd took the Titans plus 5.5. Who's sharp? Who knows ball, folks? Me. I do. Only me. So, Rams, 33-19. Bink. They're going to win the division. Bink. They may make it to the Super Bowl. Bink. So the Rams, Matthew Stafford, 23 of 33 for 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. We don't like that. Kyren Williams, once again, still under the radar, 17 of 66. Puka Nacua, rushing touchdown, Bink, 45 yards. Also, 91 yards receiving, Bink. I mean, gosh, y'all frustrate me so much. This Rams team should be making everybody gosh. I haven't heard anybody talk about this Rams team so far this morning in the national media. Why? Blake Corum also went off. What the heck? 5 rushes for 44 yards, and he scored a touchdown. Dual threat rushing backs. Oh, and then you got Davante Adams, who also caught a touchdown, who also was the leading receiver. Bink, bink, bink. 6 catches, 106 yards. And I'm already getting chirped in the chat. I'm getting chirped in the chat as I talk about the Rams. I can't talk about... I start talking about the Rams, gushing about the Rams, and then it's like the SpongeBob meme. Of course the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. Well, nobody said that in the beginning of the season, and still nobody's saying it now, so... Keep your Niners. Keep your Mac Jones. Keep it all. I don't want it. So the Rams are them. I don't know when everybody's going to wake up. This defense, so textbook. And then we get the Titans. Once again, Cam Ward, good game. This is a good starting rookie year for Cam Ward. We're having the big gush throw that's taking over Twitter of him throwing across his body about 30 yards. It goes for the touchdown. It was a great ball. Great ball. So shout out to Cam Ward, 19 of 33. Gotta start cleaning up this, completion percentage a little bit. Once again, not the greatest receiver. Shout out to Tyler Lockett, though. We like him. 19 of 33, 175 yards, 1 touchdown, no pick. We like that. He did fumble. Hold on to the ball. He had 4 rushes for 8 yards. Tony Pollard, 20 rushes, 92 yards. But the receiving game, once again, he wasn't throwing it for that much, but the throws that he did make, good. Calvin Ridley, 3 catches, 57 yards. But the name we have to keep in mind, folks, because it may be welcome to the league, is Elic Ayo Maynor. Ayo Maynor, folks. Tyler Lockett. Once again, old reliable Tyler Lockett. Put a little respect on his name. And then if we can have this Ayo Maynor guy be consistent, I mean, we could have a little bit of a little big 3 here in Tennessee, something to build upon. So, yes, they're 0-2, but nice games here. Nice games here by the Titans, and I think it's I would say it's more promising so far than what we've seen by the Bears. So, we'll see if the Titans can keep it up. Yes, they lost, but still impressive, putting up 19 points, putting up, points in the second half. Yes, no touchdown points in the second half. Yes, no touchdowns, but, still able to get towards the red zone, move the ball. This was a nice, good takeaways by both teams here. Rams, not looking great in the first half, able to overcome that. Defense locks in, offense finally clicks. And then the Titans, good being able to move the ball really all game long. Made it decently competitive, held the lead going into halftime. So Titans, don't get too down. Don't get too down. All right, next game up, and talk about the biggest Vegas choke job. Talk about two unserious franchises, two unserious quarterbacks, and two irrelevant teams in the NFL, Carolina, Arizona. Arizona gets the win 27-22. The line was 6.5. The Cardinals were absolutely blowing them out here, folks. They were up 20-3 at halftime. The Panthers could do absolutely nothing. Nothing. All game long. First drive results into a fumble touchdown for the Cardinals. Second drive, interception. Third drive, they have to settle for a field goal. It takes 4.5 minutes off the clock. Second quarter, punt. End of half. Third quarter, they score a touchdown. They go 7 minutes, able to score a touchdown. And then it just gets so stupid fourth quarter. So stupid. Kyler Murray with a chance really to ice the game here, and he throws a dumb interception. Panthers go down and score a touchdown. Cardinals hold the ball for 34 seconds. Once again, this is all in the fourth quarter. 34 seconds, 5 minutes left. They have to punt. Panthers take 2.5 minutes and score a touchdown and blow the -6.5 out of the water. I mean, what? A team that did nothing all game offensively just, all right, turns it on in the end of the fourth quarter. Cardinals not closing out games. Signs of a bad team. They put up no points in the fourth quarter, could barely move the ball in the fourth quarter. So really two unserious teams here, folks. Yes, the Cardinals get the win, and yes, they're 2-0, but, I mean, hopefully we can get some good value. Everyone overinflating them, Vegas overinflating them, where we can bet against them next week and cash in, because this is not a good team. Kyler Murray, 17 of 25, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not closing out the game. James Conner, 11 rushes, leading rusher for 34 yards, a touchdown. Trey McBride, 6 receptions, 78 yards. Marvin Harrison Jr., 2 catches, 27 yards. It's like, we're not going to our playmakers. What are we doing? Can't run the ball efficiently? You're lucky you were going against the Panthers. Bryce Young, threw the ball 55 times, dude. What? 55 times? Sacked 3 times. What was his longest pass? 40 yards to McMillan? Ugly game, ugly team, irrelevant. Cardinals win 27-22. What do I got here? I mean, this is Kyler Murray. Once again, this is why the Cardinals, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they look good for a game, a drive. It's always 1 good, 1 bad, 1 good, 2 bad, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Here we go. Kyler Murray up 27-9 with 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He scrambles. He's at the 50. He takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line. 15-yard line. And then what does he do? Like 1 or 2 plays later, 3rd and 3. He goes and scrambles around the pocket and then makes a Will Levis judgment call. Throws off his back foot. While under immense pressure in the red zone where you can at least get 3 points, make it 30-29 or 30-9. But he gets his arm hit. He throws off his back foot, throws a lob, and it's an easy loft interception. And then the Panthers make it close. So this is Kyler Murray. Yes, he looks good, but then he makes these boneheaded plays. Like Will Levis, like these kind of not good quarterbacks make. We see it all the time. And Cam Ward, let me not forget about you, because you also were making kind of these boneheaded plays last second. You're barely, not touching the ground, the field for being down, so you just kind of flick the ball quick. You're lucky those are going for completions, because, Will Levis does those and they go for pick sixes. They don't make you look good. So be careful out there, Cam Ward. It's like 2 weeks in a row we're making these quick flips, and they go for completions. But if they start going the other way, people are going to start coming for you. So the Cardinals get the win. Next one up is Broncos, Colts, and I will say Bo Nix once again played better than I was giving him credit for. But, he's not cream of the crop, and we know this, and I think we see a ceiling. I think we saw a ceiling yesterday, or last season. Bo Nix goes 22 of 30 for only 206 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, unfortunately. J.K. Dobbins on the ground, 14 rushes for 76 yards and a touchdown. And the Broncos end up losing by 1, 29-28 on, the unfortunate leverage call. The kick goes, I think it was like a 60-yard kick, no good. Leverage call, 15-yard penalty makes it a 45-yard kick. Obviously, that one's going through. It does. And the Colts win 29-28. They start 2-0. Now, we get this call right here, the leverage. The leverage. Can't put your hand on the center. Can't jump over the center. Can't put your hand on anybody and jump over them, and we kind of saw a little bit. Now, the kind of after-action report where the refs kind of weigh in, another ref weighs in on the calls and kind of, clutch time and all that. They say it was the right call. The pool report for the Broncos-Colts game, who spoke with the referee Craig Rolstad about the controversial penalty. The question was, can you explain the leverage call on the 60-yard field goal attempt at the end of the game? And the ref said this, quote, for leverage, as a defender, you're not allowed to place your hand on an opponent or a teammate and push off to propel yourself into the air to block a kick. In this case, number 92 came across the line to the right guard and put his hands on the right guard and pushed off to elevate himself in the air in order to try to block the kick. You're not allowed to do that. It's a personal foul and a 15-yard penalty. In this case, since it was the last play of the game and it was a foul on the defense, we extend the game for 1 untimed down. We assess a 15-yard penalty, and they were able to run another play. So that is the official ruling. I think it is the right call technically. You see him right there, try to push off. I mean, he doesn't get any lift off, so the leverage he was trying to do doesn't even work. And it's unfortunate. Now, we don't want to see that call kind of called. I could see if it worked, if he blocked the kick, all right, but it really didn't make any impact on the play. And for that, it is unfortunate. But the Colts get the win 29-28. Bo Nix not able to kind of put the game away. Late in the fourth quarter, we have the interception. They also missed a field goal in the fourth quarter. So opportunities to put the game away the Broncos had, they couldn't. And the Colts take advantage of those and advantage of the penalty and get the job done. Now, Daniel Jones still slinging this damn ball around, and we love it. 23 of 34, 67% completion percentage, 316 yards, bank, 1 touchdown, no pick, no fumble, clean football. We love it. And he also ran in a touchdown himself, Daniel Jones. Jonathan Taylor, great running back. We love it. 25 rushes for 165 yards. Daniel Jones slinging. JT running. And the kicker kicking, baby. Getting the job done. Now, Alec Pierce, Bink, second leading receiver, 4 catches, 68 yards. And I was begging and pleading for Vegas to give us an Alec Pierce receiving yard line. I would have taken it at like 700. And I believe he's so far 2 games through, he's on track for that. So Bink, and thank you Vegas for not allowing me to make money because I am sharp. So I appreciate you. So this Colts offense, folks, watch out. This Broncos defense, best defense in the league, we keep hearing. And the Colts were able to kind of carve it up efficiently. They get the win 29-28. Bo Nix, 22 of 30, like we said, the 206 yards. He had that late fourth quarter interception and, not getting Courtland Sutton involved. Why is your A1 Tier 1 wide receiver 4 targets, only 1 catch for 6 yards? Let's get him involved a little bit more. The Colts are the first team in the Super Bowl era to not punt in either of their first 2 games in a season. How crazy is that? Shout out to Daniel Jones, who was thrown in the trash, not by me, but by y'all. And shout out to Shane Steichen, once again, who was a little thrown in the trash by y'all, not by me. This is a good team, and watch out for them to continue their success all season long. Alrighty, 2 games. Here we go, final 2. Next one up, Eagles, Chiefs, and Eagles get the dub, 20-17 now. Both these quarterbacks did not look anything good. Travis Kelce is washed. He's donezo, absolutely donezo. He was the reason pretty much why they lost the game. The goal line pass, is it right here?
Blitz, Mahomes.
Yes, it is. I mean, fourth quarter, 13 minutes. I mean, how many times are we going to this fourth quarter and players, teams beefing it, not getting it done? And I do just want to say the Dolphins are 0-2 and the Chiefs are also 0-2. So what's up now, folks? Yes? But Travis Kelce, 2nd and goal. I mean, to the money. To the money. It looks like a little bit of a zig route coming back across the middle of the field. He's wide open. Well, not wide open, but he's got the step. Patrick Mahomes puts the ball perfectly out in front for Travis Kelce to go and get. And what does he do? He bumbles it in the hands of the Eagles player. Pick. And that's really the game. The Eagles, I think they go down and score a touchdown. It's a 2-possession game, and you just don't got enough time left and enough pieces to kind of throw the ball down to. Now, we saw Patrick Mahomes have the big strike. It took a few times, about like four attempts to get the ball down to Thornton for 49 yards. So he had the big down the field pass, but a little too late there. But this really changed the entire game. This interception, this drop by Travis Kelce, and, we have to call him wash. It's unfortunate. I mean, we saw him give absolutely no effort in the Super Bowl, and then we kind of gave him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. All right, he was tired at the end of the season. He's older. He's aging, all right. But, he's back. He's locked in. He's told us he was locked in on his podcast that he was good to go, ready for the season. Well, so far, 2 weeks in, we don't see that. We just Travis Kelce saying, I'm sick of this shit on the sideline. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of not getting it done. That was the second quarter. And then the fourth quarter, you had the chance to get it done. He probably scores here. And he beefs it. So Travis Kelce is washed. Travis Kelce, and here we go. The Chiefs defenders in the chat coming at me. I'm going to get to the tush push. See, they're already starting early. I'm going to give them credit for the tush push, okay? It's all offsides. It needs to be called. There are offsides every single time on the tush push. They're lining offsides. Everybody's getting jumps on the offensive line. The tush push, it needs to stay. The play needs to stay. But we have to call it offsides when it's offsides. And it's offsides a lot. We saw that yesterday, and it was never called. And we saw the Chiefs players kind of speaking out about it, and rightfully so. I mean, we have this committee. We're trying to ban the play because a lot of funkiness goes on with the play, and we saw the funkiness yesterday. But look, back to Travis Kelce. He's washed. And everybody, we're talking Travis Kelce in the conversation of greatest tight end of all time. So yes, we are going to be using very harsh language with him and identifying him under the microscope because he's in that realm of Gronk and Tony Gonzalez and all those greats. So yes, he's washed. We saw it in the Super Bowl, and now we're seeing it now. He doesn't care. He's got Taylor Swift on his side. He doesn't want to go over the middle and potentially get hit and a little CTE. I mean, look at this play here, folks. You have somebody coming over the top, the safety. And Travis Kelce knows he's going to take a hit. And he bobbles the ball. He's washed. He doesn't want to get hit. He's on the luxurious lifestyle. I mean, do you think when he's hanging out with Taylor Swift, she's got more money than him? We know that. So maybe her lifestyle's too luxurious, and Travis Kelce's getting a little soft now. Oh, this yacht. How many feet is this yacht? Yeah, I like this. I get used to this. I just got a boat. I had a nice boat, but this yacht's a little different, Taylor. Honey. So, Travis Kelce is washed. I do not want any defenders. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. Rage bait, clickbait, they're saying live. This is crazy. This is crazy. The Chiefs have fallen. They've got no offensive pieces. They thought the tight end would be the piece, but he is not. So he is washed. The tape tells us he's washed. Now, back to the tush push. We can get to the tush push here. It's all offsides. I thought I had one open here. I don't. But multiple script. Let's bring it up here. Let me see if I can find it live here. Quickly. Tush push. Multiple videos. Here we go. Right here. I mean, first of all, potential neutral zone infraction by everybody. And now let's get the view, the slow motion view. I mean, the ball's not even snapped. Ball's right here. Not snapped. We get people making early movement. That's all we're saying. Keep the tush push. It should be a legal play. But let's count it as a regular play where we're calling offsides. And yes, is it tough? Yes, it's tough. But that's your fucking job as a ref. Get in the lab. How about, instead of, having part-time refs, we go full-time, and in the off-season, we're watching film, recreating this play, so we're on top of it. But that's why everybody rightfully has a point to be upset when they face the Eagles. Because it's clear offsides that doesn't get called. And then it's a successful 4th and 1, 4th and short pickup.
Like that, it's even harder to stop, and they missed that one pretty bad.
See, Tom Brady, they missed that one pretty bad. It wasn't, they missed it kind of close. No, these are egregious. These are not, oh my God, we need an electron microscope to break it down. It's so close, it's so small. No, we can see it clear as day. Even me with the shades on, I can see it. So, we got to ref it better. And Travis Kelce needs to hold on to the fucking ball. That's the game. Also the game. Jalen Hurts. Look at this passing chart, folks. We love to see this. Once again, being a quarterback and being a passer, two different things, folks. Jalen Hurts as a quarterback is a very good quarterback, commanding the team, keeping everybody on the same page, making the right play at the right time, and telling your offensive line to jump off sides on the tush push to gain the advantage. That's all coming from Jalen Hurts, so you have to give him a little credit and a little respect. But we have to watch out for a potential A.J. Brown blow-up because, once again, not really too involved in the game. He did catch a ball. 5 balls for 27 yards. Very good. But we'll see if it gets to a point where A.J. Brown is trying to force his way out. We'll see. But, this was a game. It wasn't great. 20 of 17, no big real, throws down the field by Jalen Hurts. We had the big long ball late in the game to kind of ice it to Devontae Smith. That was a great ball, one-on-one coverage. But that was really the only deep shot. And then the only deep shot we got by the Chiefs was that one to Thornton that they were trying to force when they were down double digits. So, Patrick Mahomes, 16 of 29. I mean, 55% completion percentage. We don't see this too much by the man. 187 yards. He had a touchdown, but also the interception. That wasn't his fault. It was old washed Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes, also the leading rusher. I mean, we were all supposed to be hype about Pacheco. Where is that at? Because we're not seeing that. 10 rushes for 22 yards. What the heck is that? Kareem Hunt, 8 rushes, 31 yards. A little bit better, but not where it needs to be. Patrick Mahomes was the leading rusher for this team, and you're not going to be successful with that. 7 rushes, 66 yards, and he scored a touchdown himself because old washed Travis Kelce cannot get it done. And we're stop with the old washed Derrick Henry. They punished him. It was the Ravens punishing him. That's why he didn't get any carries yesterday, because he fumbled the game away against Buffalo. So they didn't run him yesterday because as punishment. He's not washed. That's Travis Kelce is old and washed. So that was the game. Chiefs lose. They're 0-2, and this could be the end of it, folks. This could be the end of the Chiefs. We'll see how they respond here next week. All right, the final game, Sunday Night Football, and I do have to apologize to y'all. I really do. Because Falcons money line was the easiest money. I mean, this was crazy. The fact that the Vikings were -3, I should have sent the play to y'all on Instagram, and I big time apologize for that. But the Falcons get the dub, 22-6, and JJ McCarthy. I mean, we're gonna give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, a little bit, because no Jordan Addison over these last few games, and he's not gonna be there for the next few as well. So I want to see how he's going to perform when you got 2 good wide receivers on each side. But, I mean, the arm. We gotta get some more zip on the arm here, JJ. They only put up 6 points. He wasn't able to have that great fourth quarter like he did week 1. 11 of 21 for 158 yards, 52% completion percentage, woof. No touchdown, woof. 2 interceptions, big woof. The running game isn't clicking either. Jordan Mason, 9 rushes, 30 yards. Aaron Jones, 5 rushes, 23 yards. Nothing explosive. They're not really sticking with it. Justin Jefferson led the team in receiving. 3 catches, 81 yards, but 1 big 50-yard chunk and 2 other catches for the rest of the game. I mean, got to get the playmakers involved a little bit. Jalen Naylor is able to get kind of open down the field, and J.J. McCarthy's missing him. So got to rein in that deep ball accuracy. We know he didn't have a lot of practice with Michigan throwing the ball too deep. So it's going to come a little time. But I do like his body language on the sideline. I still like his leadership a little bit more than Caleb Williams. But we are going to have to start, getting good, getting better on the field here. So J.J. McCarthy, not looking too good. Michael Penix Jr., not looking so hot himself. A little bit of a depleted Vikings defense, and he just played okay. And once again, this is kind of his rookie season, so we'll still give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. And he's still looking better than J.J. McCarthy, but we gotta get it along here. Michael Penix Jr., 13 of 21 for 135 yards, no touchdown, no pick. Didn't fumble, so we'll take that. Bijan Robinson is him. Always been. 22 rushes for 143 yards. Tyler Algier, who they always just keep around, and he gets it done. 16 rushes, 76 yards, a touchdown. The only touchdown. The only touchdown of the game. Could you imagine? Tyler Algier late in the fourth quarter. Drake London, 3 catches, 49 yards. Kyle Pitts looking good. He's looking fast, looking explosive, looking like the Kyle Pitts we all kind of imagined he would pan out to be. 4 catches, 37 yards. So Falcons get the win. Their new kicker, Young Ho Koo, they leave him at home, and the new kicker, Romo, goes 5 for 5, baby. But the Niners may be looking for another kicker, so Young Ho Koo, you may have a job opening, baby. Alrighty, so that was Sunday, folks. A great day from start to finish. Good games, close games, comeback from behind games, Super Bowl rematch games. But it has not ended quite yet because we've got 2 games on tonight. And I've got the juice for y'all. I got the gush. Oh, and I'm gushing even more seeing what I'm seeing right now. 2 legs here, folks. I'll keep it short and I'll keep it sweet. It's so easy. Bucks, Chargers. Bucks, Chargers. Take them both on the money line. Bucks at plus money? Oh, yeah. This Bucks defense, folks, it's good. It's good. The offense is good. Now, the Texans are a good team. I know this, but the Bucks defense is better. Their offense is better. And I think that offensive line by the Texans is their weakest spot, and they'll get exposed. Love the Bucks here. Take them to win. Love the Chargers here. Take them to win. I don't mind swallowing the 3.5 here by the Chargers. This is the second best team in the NFL. Justin Herbert is top-tier quarterback in the NFL, and I can't wait to watch him again. It's been too long since I gushed about him in week 1. I need to see it again, and we see it tonight. It's on at 10 o'clock, folks. It's a late one, but you got to stay up for it. It's going to be worth the watch to watch Justin Herbert. Oh, I'm gushing already. So Bucks win over the Texans. I've got the Chargers over the Raiders. Bucks money line. You can swallow the 3.5 here by the Chargers. I think that's going to be fine. Nice 2-leg parlay plus 216. You love to see it. $100 wins 300. So go and get them in, folks, while you can. Week 2, I got to shout out the NFL. These first 2 weeks so far, man, that Friday night game on week 1, extending kind of the NFL football weekend, and the doubleheader on Monday Night Football to extend week 2 a little bit. I'm absolutely loving it. Alrighty, so that was breaking down all the games. We're back tomorrow to break down a little film when it's all online. We'll also break down the games from tonight. And seeing Herbert, we'll gush about Herbert. And we'll also have our top 5 gush plays of the day tomorrow on the show as well. Alrighty, I appreciate y'all. That's going to do it for us today. I appreciate everybody who tuning in, watching, listening. We're all getting on the same page of what happened on week 2, so we're all on the same page together, folks. That's why we're here every day, keeping on track, making sure we're all together. Nobody's deviating from what we're seeing, getting carried away by the national media, who's going to be gushing over the Seahawks. I'm telling y'all, the national media will gush over the Seahawks this week, and they'll lose. They won't cover the spread next week. It's written, folks. It's written. It's how the media is. Alrighty, I digress. I can read it. I can see it. It's written on the walls, folks. Alrighty, we're out of here. I truly appreciate y'all. Let's make a little money tonight, yes? Bucks, Chargers. Do not deviate from the beard, folks. I'll see you tomorrow, folks.